I got time for another one? Good. I just want to say it's a pleasure to be here in Chicago again, and I know I'm going to come back because now I know the way. And I don't usually play nightclubs. I play one night, go to Vegas, and the only reason I'm here is because the other Dago brought me here. And I love it. The audiences have been wonderful up until now. No, I ain't insulting you or nothing, because I know you're going to get better. Because you're going to pay attention. And if you don't pay attention, they're going to call Frank out, and he's going to jump all over you. So you want to hold it down, and we'll get the thing going. And here's huh? No, don't talk back. I'm a guest. See, I'm just here because I don't need this at all. Don't need this at all because it makes no difference. I love to work because I'm working with my good buddy. That's all. I was doing nice, and I just want to say that I work in Vegas at that new big hotel, the Megam. The MGM, yeah, the MGM hotel. That's a big mother, I'll tell you. Oh, they even got a theater there. And you can see a picture. And it's open in the afternoons for some of you guys that want to knock off a matinee. Ain't too many of us old guys left here. And they have beautiful suites upstairs named after the great stars. They have the Clark Gable suite, the Jimmy Stewart suite. I always stay in the Raquel Welch suite. No doorbells, just 2 knockers. Wasn't that 3?
3 knockers.
3. She must have one in the back for dancing. But I want to... And just remember the great words of Sammy Davis Jr., who said to his rabbi, "You gonna cut off my what?" Yeah, he said that. See? Isn't it nicer when you pay attention? Yeah, dirty sons of bitch. We have a thing here, I'm telling you. And boy, we had such fun there. We were going to... You wouldn't tell... They have... I'll bet you that all of you don't remember where the hell am I? How where the hell? Huh? And why they pick on my buddy Frank, I don't know. All Frank's ever wanted was a little house where he could lay his hat and a few friends. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And he's such a sweet man, they gave him the Humanitarian Award. And I got to find out what that is and get me some of that. I guarantee you if Frank laid all his girls end to end, which I'm pretty sure he's a boy, and 3 years ago he retired, and they hung his zipper in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, but I do want to say that only Frank could have ever gotten Jerry Lewis and me together on the same stage after 20 years. Thank you. I didn't want no applause on that. I just wanted to tell you how it all happened. You see, I was at home, and Frank was working across the street from... I work at the MGM. He works at the Caesar's Palace, which I'm not allowed to say. But I don't care. Because I got over $300 in 4 different banks. And 5 New York City bonds. I don't need it. So he was working there, and I was at home. I was doing some typing. And he called me and said, "Hey, Dave." I said, why do you keep bothering me? He said, "Come on over here to Vegas." And I almost said, "Why?" I'm glad I didn't say why. Because if I'd have said why, he'd have made a phone call. And I don't want him making no phone call on account of me. So I flew over to Vegas, and I got there in a hurry, man. And those dummies at the airport, they had me flying around there for an hour and a half. And I said, hey, I want to get down there. I got to go down and see Frank Sinatra. They said, "Mr. Martin, you ain't going to land unless you get an airplane like everybody else." Well, I stepped down, and I went over to Caesar's Palace, which I'm not allowed to say, and I listened to Frank sing, and boy, he was singing bad. Oh, he should have stayed retired. Don't say I said that when it comes out. It's okay. And he got through, and they applauded, and I don't know why, because he was there. And he passed me. He said, "Follow me." Follow? So I followed him. And we went out the back way, and lo and behold, I see 3 big black cars, and I say, "Hot damn, wonder what I've done now." He said, "You see that middle car there? You get in the back seat. I'm going to get in there with you, and Jilly is going to drive." Jilly's got one eye. I knew it was his car. It only had one headlight. And now we're heading for the desert, and I got a funny feeling I'm going to say hello to Howard. I don't know why, but... Speaking of Howard, you know they ain't buried that J. Paul Getty yet? He's still laying on a slab there. Every time they dig a hole, oil keeps coming up. They can't bury him. And so luckily for me, Jilly made a left, and we ended up at the back of the Sahara, and you all know the rest. And I want to thank Frank for doing that, and especially I want to thank Jerry Lewis for doing that telethon every year for those beautiful little children. And he raises a lot of money. 21 million, 20 million. He's a good guy. I got 20 million. Hey, I got to work all year for that. Oh, boy. No, that's Leary, honey. 21 million Leary. That's $48,000. And you cut that in half. You give 24 to the government. Leaves me with 24. My first wife gets 9. He gets 4. I got to keep working. So, as the fly said as he was walking over the mirror, that's one way of looking at it. Here's a very beautiful song. This little thing that I did in a picture when... how can you think of anything? It looks like 2 goddamn trains coming at me. Look at it. I think they hit me. Jimmy Carter and Billy Carter right up there. Boy, I wish Billy was the president. Oh, man. He'd covered his whole country with foam. Well, here it is, a beautiful song from that wonderful picture. Let's get out of the